Marcus Page will try for three. It's through. Marcus Page.
And when you watch Toronto play, you see they spread the floor, they drive, they kick, and they shoot threes. And they got players such as Second who can really step out, spread the floor.
Toronto, of course, falling to Cleveland, which is the fate of pretty much everybody in the East, or so it seems. Justin Edwards with the hoop.
Yeah, they had a rough spell against Cleveland last year in the playoffs. However, again, those are learning opportunities. And
three roster players playing summer league ball in traffic, got his own miss back, and finally follows it home.
And you got to love the bounce again and the athleticism that he possesses.
Placing Perry Ellis. VanVleet, pretty deal. Pirtle with the payoff and an N1 opportunity. Well, you have to honor VanVleet offensively, obviously.
How about that for, just the way the game has exploded internationally?
Exactly. Siakam, yes, and one. Two-way players between the G League and the parent club. Missing tight by Putney. Offensive rebound. Page for three, and it's through. Nearly miscommunication there. Jordan Lloyd is in. Finds Pirtle. Dribble penetration, and again, Pirtle is readily available.
You don't know what you're getting half the time because it may pan out and it may not. But with a guy like VanVleet, you know exactly what you're getting.
Kennedy Meeks drills the triple. Levi Randolph lost the handle. Putney on the dribble drive and gets the finish. VanVleet fouled home by Alfonso McKinney.
Younger players, they have good work ethics. They're coming from good cultures. They're coming from good backgrounds. So I really like what Tibbs and Scott Layton are doing in Minnesota.
Rose, three try, missed by Gibbs. Offensive rebound. Putney drops in a three. That's also something that Minnesota was kind of late to the game. We talked about it yesterday. Houston shoots a lot of threes.
Of the isolation basketball, so give us more of a chance. So trying to see them grow a little bit.
Masai, when you talk about growth and competition with your team, you sign back Lowry.
Masai, I understand that you've got a film project that is going to be screened here in Las Vegas this week. Tell us more.
Yes, it's great you asked that question. When you look at the times now and see what we're going through in this world, you need figures like that. You need people, and I'm so glad I learned. So I'm in Toronto, and they're all working, working on their bodies. They're trying, but there's a sense of, okay, there's something went wrong last year.
Yeah,
I seen
a big pink shirt.
Pink shirt. I see him over there.
Wayne Embry.
Yes, sir.
And he's built some teams in Milwaukee and also in Cleveland.
It's that fatherly voice you hear. Calm down, or you know what? You should pay attention to this, or sit your butt down.
Yeah.
VanVleet. That was a little like Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, just bullnose, just bulldog his way all the way to the basket.
On the defense, being able to pick up and disrupt.
And Roz, that just talks about his versatility and being able to assimilate and being coachable. Roz, there are some players who can only play one way.
This afternoon, but 4 assists and 5 rebounds as well. Talked about the game winner last night. He had 18. He also had 9 dimes and a pretty move by Jack Gibbs. Glass, not able to finish. Edwards on the advance. VanVleet to the cup, yes, and the foul. A little bit like a secondary Kyle Lowry. Low to the ground, puts it on the deck, goes to the cup and scores again.
Well, VanVleet, as he said, he's a man. But when you look at him and you watch him play, he's a leader out on the floor. He makes the right decisions, and he knows how to run a team.
Siakam with the finish.
A very young player, is averaging 24 points a game. And just scratching the surface, and obviously his rebounding we'd like him to pick up. When he was in Atlanta, the high pick and roll with he and Al Horford was impossible to guard, and I think we'll have that with Carl, he and Carl. I think when you add in other pick and rolls on the side, when you put him in.
To your defensive or offensive repertoire that you've stolen from some of those international coaches.
Yeah, for sure. I think Team USA was a great experience, good understanding of how to defend those situations situations in which, you know, the three-point shot could beat you if you're in. I think you have a better, more difference. But to read the play, communicate what you're reading so everyone can get a head start on it. And then you have to, I think you have the proper technique. And it all comes back to starting with your fundamentals, how you play the ball, how you play off the ball.
I want to check in with you, Coach, about one player who's not playing, Justin Patton. You got him in the deal.
Forward to having him. He's got to deal with the rehab. He's doing that now. He's watching film. He's lifting. We're going to try to get.
You know, you and Scott Layton, you have a great working relationship. And your staff, your scouting staff does a great job also.
Season long, and not just in games, but in practices, all the way back to what they did in high school, who they played for, all their accomplishments. Would they fit into the things that we believe in?
Free coaches clinic that we all got. I know everybody enjoyed it. So thanks for the time and good luck as you head into the season.
Thank you.
Cole Huff, Creighton alum. Lloyd on the deck to the cup, lays it up and lays it in.
A strong figure in his household. He's the youngest of 7. He was really close to his mom. In fact, her passing was really hard for him. He even thought about giving up the game of ball, moving home and getting a job. Kept playing. He honors her with pink sneakers on the court. He created a pink legacy foundation in honor of his mother and continues to improve his game in her honor as well. As Gibbs is going off here from 3, he can do that. And often even before a game, he'll write on his iPhone in the notepad poetry, cleanse himself of the emotions and get ready to step on the court. So the pink sneakers, I want to make sure, is in honor of his mother, Barbara.
And every page is filled.
That 3 try short by Gibbs, but then followed home by Moses Kingsley.
A basketball savant. You know, someone who understands the game, who studies, practices hard, works hard, thing like that. I've never heard anything about him off the floor. Everything has been about his own floor productivity.
Levi Randolph. Copain, Pirtle. Well, Pirtle has gone for 15, Siakam for 17. Shot clock down to 4. Cook with a fadeaway 3, put it in. Charles Cook, former Dayton Flyer. I think that they're going to talk about is the 3-shot foul, because we've seen so many 3-shot fouls where you're not really sure. There's a 3 by Paul Watson. He's in a proper shooting motion, but he feels contact, so immediately throws the ball toward the basket. Sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't get the call, and I think consistency with that is something that's going to be talked about this summer as well.
You get fouled, you know, 50 feet away from the basket. You can always launch it and get 3 free throw attempts. Giving me advice out there, 2 for 15 start.
Now let me ask you this, because you know Magic Johnson so well. What can Magic Johnson teach Lonzo Ball?
Teacher mentoring both of those big men.
You know, Jack was one of those guys. There's a throwdown from Okanobo from Paris, France. So the Raptors will go to 2-0 here in Summer League, and the Timberwolves will go back and look at the tape.